Thank you for listening to the Old 77 podcast.
On the bank of the Schuylkill River at Southwest Philly at Barnum Gardens, America's oldest surviving botanical garden. What is it used for?
Truck heads.
Absolutely right. That is absolutely right.
We don't even have to check it.
All right, next question.
Who are you?
Hi there. This is the Old 77. It's a safe place in an unsafe world.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's main event.
Warning, foul language may occur due to the subject matter.
Because I was verbally attacked by my neighbor, and I took a dump on his porch.
Become a subscriber at patreon.com/theold77podcast. Subscribers get bonus content and early access to episodes. Find out more at patreon.com/theold77podcast. Thanks for listening.
No machine. I didn't hear no bell. Get up, you son of a bitch. Mickey loves you.
From the Old 77 Studios in Jefferson City, Missouri, this is the Old 77.
It's a safe place.
In an unsafe world.
And from the city of brotherly love, the big news story was Bill Cosby.
Damn, we're getting right into the dirt this week, aren't we?
Out of prison after 3 years of his 10-year sentence.
Oh, Big Bill's out.
Hide your children, hide your wives.
Hide your kids, hide your wives, hide your girlfriends. Bill's out.
Bill's out.
Boy, that was one I didn't see coming, boys. Did you guys see that one coming?
Bill getting out?
Yeah. Was
Bill
this a thing? Was this a thing that we knew might happen? Because I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about it.
So,
It kind of like just happened out of the blue,
he
right?
got pudding popped,
That's
right?
what I'm saying, man. Like,
So-
we just all assumed he was going to die in prison. But
So, Dave, what was the reason why he got out? What was
so
what
I've
was
got
the release reason?
I've got the article pulled up here, but basically they overturned his conviction.
It was like a technicality, right?
It was a technicality thing. Yeah.
Like
After
it was,
finding he was denied protection against self-incrimination. So that was like the technicality.
Okay.
I don't know exactly what the circumstances are, but yeah, I mean, it's totally
Say from what I heard, it sounded like he made some kind of deal in order for him to say, hey, I did it, and here's how I did it. They weren't going to prosecute him for it.
Yeah.
And then they turned around and prosecuted him for it.
yeah.
Oh,
So I guess that's
so
what
that
it
would do
is.
it.
Yeah.
So they messed up.
So they messed up.
Yeah, I knew
Oh.
it was
It sounds like there was a new guy somewhere along the road. Like this one dude made a deal, and then this other guy came in and was like, "Fuck your deal, I'm taking it, and we're gonna go to court."
I mean, now you have 60 women who are
Who are
wondering
just out of luck.
what the hell just happened. Because this guy gave me a gin and tonic and then threw some roofie in it.
Hey
And I wake up with him butting his shirt up,
Yeah.
and her panties are down or something.
And those are just the women that have been brave enough to come out and go public with
Right.
it. I mean, how many more are there out there, most likely, that he also
I mean,
traumatized?
what a creep, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was
Yeah.
Bill Cosby.
I remember walking through the public library when I was
America's Dad.
like, yeah, I remember seeing copies of his book, Fatherhood. He wrote a
Oh,
whole
yeah.
book about being a father and being a great father and a good
And then he
human
was
being.
telling like other black men how to like
Yeah, he was doing that tour.
how to live and treat their families while
Yeah.
he was being a scumbag behind the curtain.
Yep.
I
You know what
remember he
mean?
would be yelling at them from the stage, you know.
What are you doing?
And it wasn't even funny anymore.
No,
It
it
was
was
just,
yeah.
oh,
It was like, shut up.
right.
Now, wasn't Cosby like, he was kind of raunchy in his early days,
yeah,
wasn't he?
Early Cosby was.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard any of that really old school Cosby before.
You know, and he tried to do all the kiddie stuff too with the
Right.
Fat Albert.
Yeah.
And I heard like when he got out, he did the Fat Albert. The hey.
I'm back.
Yes, he did. You mean just the
That's
other
messed
day?
up.
Yeah.
He did that during some court appearance or something. He also did Fat Albert.
Man.
I think he was like walking out of the courtroom or walking in or something, and he did Fat
Do you
Albert.
think he has like some form of like dementia going on now because he's so old and
I mean, it's
he's kind of like he doesn't know where he's at?
he's
I don't
supposedly
know.
blind as a bat now.
Is
too.
he really? He's
well,
cataract.
and he's ridden to a wheelchair too now, right?
Maybe.
You know what's so cool about Jell-O gelatin pops? They taste just like Jell-O gelatin. But they've got a handle. So while your right hand is doing this, your left hand can be doing like this.
Yeah, we
or
know.
Yeah, we know what your
this,
left hand's doing.
How about a Huxtable handy
If
there?
your left hand sees how much fun your right hand is having, you don't want to be left out.
This did not age well, did it?
Now you have to share Jello gelatin pop.
They were good though. I'm not gonna lie. My
Yeah.
mom used to
Yeah, they
get
were.
those, and
Dude, it was something. You come home, mom had the pudding pop.
Absolutely.
yeah, the pudding pops were like the treat in the fridge.
Wonder how much money he made off of those commercials.
But just think about
That's
it.
got to be
though.
like Jordan money, right?
You
know,
maybe.
I mean, the equivalent.
He'll be doing a Hertz rent-a-car ad in no time.
Well, him and OJ are probably hanging out now.
Probably.
You know,
So,
talking about their fantasy football teams.
If you're listening to
Twitter
this,
world?
if you're listening to this show, that means that you probably like us on our social media. If you don't, you should. You should go onto Facebook and Instagram and all that good shit and like us. But
Absolutely.
I loved. Which one of you guys posted the meme about Cosby with the Pawn Stars
I
guy?
did. Yeah.
We were talking. We were talking.
No,
about
that
the
was
other day.
no. It was. I did the one with.
It was about Britney, like
No.
Free Britney.
Well, it was that one. I did that one.
Yeah.
But I also put on the one. The one today was him and.
Evander Holyfield.
No, it wasn't Evander. It was Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather.
So it was like Mayweather has 50 knockouts and Bill has like 60.
I haven't seen that one yet. The one that I was referring to was the one where it said along the lines of, the universe is saying Free Britney, and then you get a picture of the dude from Pawn Stars saying,
Oh, yeah.
best I can do is Cosby. I thought that was
Did you
brilliant.
see though that Eddie Murphy came out and said that this is totally wrong for Cosby to get out of prison?
No, I
Like, he
haven't
came
seen
out
that.
and legitimately just said, "Why is this happening? Like,
Yeah.
I see the justice system kind of like messed up,
Yeah, right.
but like, why is he? Why? I mean, there's 60 women involved. There's too many victims for this dude to just slither out of freaking prison.
But
I
he
mean,
did though.
it's
He did.
kinda
He
like-
did. That's the reality of it,
right,
right?
and it did.
It's kind of like if you get arrested for, having drugs or something, and the officer forgets to read you your rights. Guess what?
Right.
That's
Well,
a
I mean,
technicality.
Dude got out in record time too.
3 years for doing
Right.
all that shit over like a span of what, 30, 40 years.
I think it was around that. Yeah.
His wife is still alive as well, isn't she?
Still with him too, supporting him.
Yeah.
100% if I remember right.
Yeah.
And also, what's the name of his TV wife? Or
Oh, Felicia Rashad.
she came out and
Yeah.
she was like really happy that he got
She
out.
was in support of
I like
him.
to see her go talk to his victims and
Right.
see how she feels after that.
And I didn't realize this till 5 minutes ago, but I didn't realize that she's the a chair of the fine arts department at Howard University. I didn't realize that she was in a position like that. I'm sure that pissed her mates at Howard off.
I'm sure a little.
I think they came out and said something about that it was insensitive,
Because this isn't about like being black or white. Like
No.
a lot of people try to make it out to be all, well, he's black, that's why I got he's a man who did horrible things to women. It has nothing to do with him being black.
Right. Same thing with OJ.
You know?
Same thing with
Now
OJ.
now if this happens, what stops R. Kelly from getting out?
Right.
And he like held girls to he imprisoned them in his own house.
Yeah, he's been on the low lately, Mr. R. Kelly has, ever since
I
that
think he
documentary
needs-
came
yeah,
out.
he needs to be.
Surviving
You know?
R. Kelly.
I think he realizes how many
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
are against him and how much evidence is out there.
So I think I've told you guys, I've always been a pretty big fan of that Ignition remix. It's on like my master playlist. Yeah, but it came up today. I skip it now.
This is my porta
So,
potty.
do you guys play Michael Jackson any?
Generally not.
No? You pass right over Mike?
But I mean, that's a whole thing. Whether or not you can separate the art from the artist,
Right.
That's.
Well, I mean, I can't listen to you two for that reason.
There's a lot of great artists that were fucking crazy or that did some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Right? Look
I
at
mean,
Jerry Lee Lewis.
those two things seem
Yeah.
to almost kind of go hand in hand. A lot of our most creatively brilliant people are also a little bit wacky.
I was just
Fucked
going
in
to
the
say Jerry Lee didn't touch any kids, but he did.
But he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yep.
He married
wi-
him.
His wife,
Yeah.
13 years old.
Pumped a couple extra kids in him, too, I think.
Mm-hmm. Did I tell you guys I saw him in Memphis?
The box
sorry,
says
bro.
it's
No, you're good,
fat-free,
you're good.
but let's see what my taste buds have to say.
Rufus.
Look at that face.
Somebody needs to update the video.
The box says fat-free, but my taste buds say it's too good to be fat-free. And I believe my taste buds. I've known them longer.
That's Jello pudding.
But do you trust him?
That's a clear $1 million homie just made off of that
Yeah.
little
Oh,
commercial.
Oh yeah. But it just goes to show you the rich always win.
Yeah, man.
You can do anything you want, And
As long as you look at all the
you can
technicalities,
you can even go to prison, be guilty, and then get out 3 years, or get out 7 years before
wonder
your time's
what prison
up.
was like for that cat.
Oh, he was probably isolated.
You know, I bet night one he was probably in there boo-hooing and bawling. You know,
He could have been.
He was probably living like a king, to be honest with you. Because he's a senior citizen. Like, seniors go somewhere totally different than like the majority of the.
He's not in general population.
Of the consent, general population.
Yeah, he's not in gen pop.
Speaking of prisons, did you guys see? I guess it was like yesterday or the day before. Some employee out at JCCC, which is the prison that I used to work at, brought a gun in.
Oh wow.
Into the prison?
How did he get in with it? Don't you guys go through like metal detectors?
Well,
and
that's
stuff?
the whole thing, man. Is when I worked there, you had to go through a metal detector. You had to take all your shit out of your pockets. So somehow, dude must have gotten around the metal detector. Or
he worked there though.
Yeah.
Jesus. Man.
I think it was like a new employee.
So he should have known better then.
Yeah.
But he was just bringing it in for his like own protection, right?
Maybe he's just I mean, I'm assuming they said that it was by mistake. So I'm assuming they're confident that it actually was by mistake.
You'd like to think, man.
Mm-hmm.
It was almost an inside job. Almost.
It was almost.
I told you guys about the dude that was bringing weed inside of like vacuum sealed coffee containers.
Yeah,
right?
that's actually pretty smart.
Well, yeah, I think
until you got caught.
Until you get caught,
right.
yeah. He had like his girlfriend or his wife was also part of the deal. It was a whole weird.
So they had an operation going on.
They had an operation. Like he was bringing it in for a particular inmate, but it was the inmate's girl out on the street that was paying the employee for the shit.
They were going all the way around.
He'd bring it in, she'd pay him.
Wow.
That kind of a deal.
Damn, man.
I mean, that shit's got to get in there some way.
You know, that's a good point.
And there's only two ways. I mean, staff or a visitor. Yeah. And that happens
What about shipment? Something like that, you know, somebody was somewhere. Does all those shipments and things, do they come in and get searched?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they have special equipment that they scan it with, and there's a whole it's a whole ordeal just to get in and out of that
Going back
place.
to like general population and like people who get special treatment, like you know, probably Bill Cosby did. In your experience at the prison, I know you just worked there, but like, did you see like senior citizens like 70, 80 years old there?
Sure.
Now, were they in like a separate area?
Usually
because like they're older, they're weaker, you know.
Usually not.
No, really.
But you know, where I worked, it was guys that had a pretty long record of behaving, you know, or else they wouldn't have been working with me. And so I mean, I had guys that were in their early 20s, and I had guys that were well into their 70s.
How about that?
One of our really good leather worker guys, he made guitar straps and wallets and stuff for me. He passed away while I worked there.
Wow, how about that?
He found out he had cancer, and like literally like a week later he was gone. It was real quick.
Yeah, I mean, what else you got to live for at that point, right?
They had a service for him, and I actually went to the service for him. It was in the prison. It was I mean, there may have been an outside service too, but a bunch of the inmates and staff members put on a service for him too. He was very well liked among the staff. And
that's actually nice to hear. A little humanity, even in that place.
Even in a prison.
Yeah.
Well, they used to have an MSP back, you're talking like the 40s and 50s. They used to have like baseball games and stuff inside one of those main fields.
Yeah. They used
like
to have
a prison league or something.
They used to have musicians, man. Johnny Cash played at MSP.
Did he really play at MSP?
Yeah, I think Willie did too.
I'd say he did I think Merle Haggard might have too.
Probably.
They did a whole prison like circuit for a while.
Yeah.
Willie played there too? Mm-hmm. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's really nothing new for prisons. Back in the day in Illinois, where I'm from, in Vandalia, Illinois, they had a prison called the Farm. And it was for like 60, 70 acres or so. It was the prison's land. And these guys literally farmed it.
Yeah, there's one of those outside of Jeff City.
They had animals. They had, you know, you could do it all. They had
Did they have like cows and dairy and all that stuff?
Yeah, they had husbandry, and they also had like crops too. And the guys would go out and they would bale hay and shit. I mean, and they fed the place.
Yep.
You know, then the USDA came in and said you can't do that anymore.
So if you go down Highway 179, there's an old. It's not open anymore, but there's an old prison that is referred to as Church Farm.
Yeah, I've heard of that place.
Same deal.
Yeah,
Same
the farm.
Deal. My father-in-law, who also worked for DOC for a long time, he was working out there one day with a bunch of inmates. I forget what they were doing, but they came across just like thousands of morel mushrooms.
Oh, really?
Just like as far as the eye could see.
So did they go picking?
Oh yeah, they picked a ton of them.
Yeah,
yeah,
nice.
hell yeah.
That was back in the days when MSP was still open, and apparently, like at MSP, you could actually like get a decent meal.
Oh
there.
yeah, I'm sure you could.
Like if you showed up for breakfast, they'd cook you eggs and sausage and the whole deal. It's not like that anymore.
Yeah. No. Well, they can't afford to do it like that.
No, it's here's your liquefied eggs.
Right.
There you go.
Well, plus that and security. I feel like it's so much more tighter now, because back then, if you were okay and you were, like at the farm in Illinois, guys would be outside for 8-12 hours a day by themselves.
Yep.
They're in prison.
Mm-hmm. When I worked at Oak Hills at the golf course, we had inmates that would come over there on work release and do grounds crew stuff.
Yeah.
And they'd be out there unsupervised for hours at a time.
Yep.
Right.
But those are usually guys that are getting really close to the end of their sentence.
Yeah, they're not going to fuck that
Yeah,
up.
they're
trying-
not
yeah,
messing that up.
Yeah, they've got too much going for them at that
They're
point.
dipshits if they do.
Right. Did you guys hear that Biz Markie died?
Did he die?
So he passed away?
He did not die.
Okay, I was like, did he or didn't he? Because I looked that up.
Yeah, he did not die, but I guess there were rumors that he
They're
did.
saying he's like in bad shape or something.
Yeah, they said something about an undisclosed illness. So
Yeah.
something's going on
Something's
with
up.
him. Maybe he's...
Maybe he got something from his friend. Maybe she wasn't just a friend.
Oh, man, you beat
They
me to
said
it.
she's just a friend.
You beat me to it, bro. I was going to have it all queued up here for us.
'Cause, oh, Davey, you...
One of the greatest hip-hop songs.
Gave me a disease.
Gave me a disease.
Is this late 80s or is this early 90s?
I don't know,
The
man.
late 80s.
I would say late 80s because I remember that being on at
I'm thinking late 80s.
a grade school dance.
Yeah?
And
Yeah,
you're out there with like your Z Cavaricis and
I
shit.
remember that being at
Z
the roller.
Cavaricis.
Remember that? Your Bobby
yeah.
Browns?
The roller rink.
Jabos. Did you ever wear Jabot jeans?
No, but I was a dancing motherfucker.
Were you?
though,
I
back then.
believe that.
Yeah?
No, I was the wallflower.
I
Look
don't
at
think
Matty
that-
just flying
No,
around
thank
on
you.
the dance floor.
Yeah, man's got moves.
I saw him at his wedding. This motherfucker cut a rug.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
dad was like, fuck that guy.
God, his
Yeah.
dad was so embarrassed.
I have to get a lot of alcohol
good
in me
time.
before I start dancing.
Oh, I was drunk. Trust me. I was
Oh,
drinking
yeah.
since like noon that day.
Well, at one point I looked
I had a
over
flask.
and him and his dad are like swigging a full bottle of Jameson.
There was a bunch of us down
God, there was
back
so
there.
much Jameson back there.
Yeah, it was like a handful of us back there drinking it.
Does Pops like to have fun?
When he can.
Yeah.
He not much anymore. Like he'll drink a couple of glasses of wine. He's slowing down now.
Well, he's older. I
Yeah.
mean,
Well,
yeah,
man,
yeah.
after the last time, you and him here.
Oh,
back.
that night of the Buffalo
Yeah.
Trace. Yeah, him and
Oh,
I.
man.
Him and I put down like a half a bottle of Buffalo Trace, and we were just sitting in my kitchen. He's telling me like stories of like stuff that happened like 30 years ago. And,
Yeah.
And he's just like spitting stuff, and I'm just like, wow. And I'm like, Dad, maybe we should stop drinking. We're done. And he goes, no, one more round. I was like, no. So we sat on the couch, and he's like, just let me sleep here. And I'm like, no. So I had to carry his ass to the bedroom, and then I woke up Sarah, and she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm carrying my dad to bed. She's like, are you kidding me? She was so pissed off. My mom comes out. She's totally pissed off at me. I was like, why are you pissed off at me? I'm the one who's trying to save his ass.
Yeah.
So my mom told me that night he fell out of bed and and it's a pretty long fall.
Yeah.
And he kind of just crashed on the fucking floor.
Oh, man.
She's like, I wasn't going to pick him up, so I just left him on the floor.
Yeah.
She threw him a pillow and that was it.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, I don't know, man. I was like 10 maybe. I remember like going downstairs to see what my mom and dad were doing. My dad just came home from being out with his buddies. And I remember him being passed out in a tub. And I was like, what's wrong with Dad? And she's like, he's sick. But then like years later, I talked to her about it again. She's like, oh, he was wasted. And I was like, I knew it.
You had an experience in a bathtub that you told us about once, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
Oh, sure.
Well, and you, too.
think
You
we
had a
all-
recent bathtub experience as well, didn't you?
Oh yeah, that wasn't very good.
Here's the guy with the chronic vomiting condition, and you two are the motherfuckers that end up throwing up in the bathtub. What are the odds of that?
I'll tell you what, if there's any place you're going to throw up at and you feel at ease to do
It's a good place.
It's a good place.
just
man.
do it, man.
Okay, all right.
Just let it go.
All right. Here's a question, boy. You guys ever pee in the shower?
Oh, yeah.
All the time.
all the
Me
time.
too. Did you know that in the UK there was actually like a whole ad campaign that was encouraging the citizens to pee in the shower because of course it saves water because you don't have to flush a toilet. So yeah, I'm a proud shower pisser.
Now, if I'm taking a bath, no. I mean,
Well, no, of course not. But and when I'm in the shower,
Sit in the soup, man. Come on.
I've got pretty good aim. I go straight for the
Yeah.
drain. You know, I'm not trying to pee in towards the
I
back.
willy nilly, dude.
Yeah.
If someone's in the shower with me, it's collateral damage.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
It's
no,
just-
I mean,
When my kids were in there, it was, sorry, kid.
Sorry, Daddy's got to go.
Either you guys
You're in the way.
Either you guys ever take a shit in the bath when you were a real little kid?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I probably did.
Yeah, I can think of at least one occasion where I did that. No.
Yeah, I still remember being like 8 years.
I was probably like 17 or 18.
Yeah, probably.
We had family over one night. I was like 8 years old, and I still like remember this pretty clearly. And I was laughing my ass off. I was laughing so hard that I like shit myself. And the thing like rolled down my leg, and I was wearing jogging pants.
Oh, no.
So I flipped like the cuff of my leg up, and like it fell into the floor. And everyone just looked up at me and started laughing.
Oh man!
My sister will tell you this story.
Was it solid or was it kind of?
Yeah,
runny?
it was like solid.
Just
It looked like a little octopus because
He had a drive-by pooping.
had some tentacles coming out.
it was weird, man.
Yeah.
So my little Chihuahua dog gets excited, and she'll like walk by you, and like little like nugs will fall out. We call it a drive-by pooping.
It's like
Wow.
it's like rabbit shit.
Yeah, she'll be, oh my God, what happened there?
Yeah, her poop's probably easy to miss because she's a small
That's
dog.
one animal, dude, that like needs to be outside. Is a rabbit.
A rabbit?
Because all they do is shit everywhere.
Shit and fuck.
Pellets
right?
everywhere, man.
Pellets.
I got a ton of rabbits by my house, man.
Do you?
Yeah.
They like to steal shit from my garden.
Do you ever see the little rabbit pellets out and about? We had my neighbor had goats growing up, right? And I remember asking my dad what those little pellets were. And he told me that those were smart pellets. And he's like, go ahead, pick one up, put it in your mouth, taste it.
no,
and I was like, no, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. He's like, see, you're getting smarter all the time.
All right.
That's shit.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I've never come. I do come across coyote poop from time to time.
Yeah. Yeah, you probably have a lot of that.
Coyote
Is it
poop,
like dog poop kind of?
coyote poop is usually like black,
Okay.
and
It's
a lot of
scatty looking, right?
Yeah.
It's because of their diet.
and
right?
sometimes you'll see it'll look like kind of hairy, like there's hair or fur or something in there.
Probably
I don't
a
know,
rabbit.
Probably from them eating a rabbit or
Right,
a cat or
yeah.
whatever else.
Rabbit.
I was on Facebook today in my little Holt Summit group, and some lady was talking about foxes that had been not coyotes, but foxes that had been stalking her
really?
cats.
No
Wow,
shit.
how about that?
Damn.
Cats.
I very rarely see them. I see a lot of foxes, but I hear coyotes all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's coyotes in Jeff City, man.
Sure.
I hear them all the time cackling.
I love that noise. I
Yeah.
think that's awesome. Maybe
It's pretty cool.
Maybe a little terrifying if you're in the middle of the woods all by yourself.
Yeah.
Then
Would they go
maybe.
after you though if there's a pack of them and you're just by yourself?
Coyotes?
Well, they would just run, I think.
Yeah, I don't think you'd
They're
have
not
to
like
worry.
wolves. Like they
yeah,
wouldn't fucking try
they're
to-
not. I mean, coyotes are usually
Coyotes
not that
are like
big.
smaller dogs.
Yeah,
really.
they don't get very big.
Yeah, don't
Now a
think-
wolf, on the other hand.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we don't have to worry about those around here anytime soon.
No, just the bears.
that's just what I'm saying.
Just the
bears.
black bear.
At this rate,
And the cougars, because we've got cougars too, right?
well,
Pumas,
mountain lions.
mountain lions.
Mountain lions, yeah.
Is
We got
ma-
all kinds of shit
Is
around
mountain
here.
lion and cougar, is that the same thing?
I think they're different.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Because
think
I know we have mountain lions.
I think a cougar doesn't hunt, but she still enjoys the spoils.
All cats enjoy the fucking hunt, though.
Okay.
Every
gotcha.
cat, it's in their blood, dude. That
Yeah.
the hunt is
Absolutely.
part of what like stimulates them.
Dogs too, though, not just cats. Dogs too.
I told you guys about my dog Winston that killed 2 of my cats, right?
Right.
He was a Rhodesian Ridgeback, and just like you said, that was in his blood, man.
That
That was
Harry Potter dragon.
that was
over
what
here.
that breed was designed to do. They were used him to
Eat cats.
well, and they used him in Africa to keep lions at bay and
Jesus.
shit. Yeah.
Wow.
So, and the weird thing about that was he lived in the house with the 2 cats that we had, but then when that happened, the cats were outside and we were letting him out to go potty.
Yeah.
And then when he saw him, he took off. It was like instinct kicked in. Like when they were in the house with us,
Totally cool.
never had an issue. But when I let him out to go potty and he went right after it, dude.
Welcome to the jungle, bitch.
Right,
Yeah.
no kidding.
It's a funny story if it weren't so goddamn tragic.
Yeah.
And I don't hold it against Winston because again, Winston was made that way.
He was a
Right.
great dog.
He
That's
was
what
a great dog, and
that's
like
what he was doing.
I told you guys, like one of the last things that he did, like literally like a week before he died, was he helped my father-in-law track a deer that he shot with a bow and he couldn't find it.
Yeah.
And I accidentally let Winston out. I wasn't supposed to let him out because my father-in-law was hunting. Accidentally let him out, and he found my father-in-law, and then he went straight to the deer, tracked the deer
Damn.
immediately.
It's a hell of a dog.
It's all instinct, man.
Yeah,
They're just wired that way.
That's a hell of a dog, right?
It's a good hunting dog.
He was a sweet dog, man. He was a good one.
It's weird how animals know shit too. Because I was reading a story the other day. There was the earthquake in Japan. What was that? In 2013?
Yeah,
they said that
2011.
around in there. And they said that right before that there was like animals that were on the street, or they would be on the ground and like they just wouldn't move.
Yeah,
they were just frozen to the ground and they couldn't figure it out. And then all of a sudden they just all disappeared.
Yeah.
And that's when it happened. You know, they knew.
They knew like what was
They
coming,
knew before the people did.
Yeah.
Supposedly their little paws are like super sensitive,
connected.
Yeah, they can feel. Yeah, I mean, I think they literally just are more sensitive, just like they're better at smelling than we are.
You don't hear too much about like wild animals dying in a tsunami,
right?
Because they're all like, "Fucking peace out, dude."
You know,
and humans are like, "Huh, what's going on? I'm going to
or
I'm staying here."
Or the Aboriginal people, because they're out too. If you ever notice that, it's always like, you know, the English people are sitting down enjoying the wave coming in, and everyone else is like, idiot,
stupid
up on
Westerners.
the ridge. Right.
I was watching something the other day on National Geographic, and it was about like natural disasters, and they were talking about tsunamis, and they were going back to talking about the 2012 Japan tsunami, and you know, there's all kinds of footage on that,
right?
And it's just like
that shit.
It's so terrifying, right?
Yeah,
like just the wall of water and the accumulation of everything that it sucks up on its way.
Yeah.
Oil trucks.
And then just pulling it all away.
All this debris.
Yeah.
Right? And it just destroys like foundations and like barns and factories on its way.
Yeah, you know, in retrospect, it seems like it's a
You're
bad
done.
idea.
You're done if you cannot. And then you see like cars like kind of they're like driving parallel with it.
Dude, it looks like
and then it just
cars.
engulfs the cars. I'm like, oh my god, those people.
Right.
Dude, I'm sure you guys saw about that building that collapsed.
Yeah, to Florida. We talked
about
it last week.
They suspended they suspended services today because the building itself is becoming unstable.
So, have they found more victims?
They mainly have just found more dead people, but they still.
That's what I mean,
there
yeah.
still is like 150 or give or take missing that they know they're dead, but they just haven't found them yet.
I keep reading this story on Facebook. It's not Facebook. It's Flipboard. I'm sorry. And it's this kid. He says his grandparents lived in that condo, and he keeps getting calls on his cell phone from their landline. He's had it happen every day, like since the thing collapsed, and they can't figure out why.
Wow,
but like today on NPR, I was hearing the guys were talking that they were at ground zero, if you will, and they were talking with guys, and there's like, what's the hardest thing? They asked this one dude, what's the hardest thing that you've dealt with here? And he said, I heard this lady day one.
Yeah, I heard about that.
She was yelling, help me, help me, help me. And about 8 hours later, we were looking and looking and looking, and we just couldn't hear her anymore. It's like, we never did find her.
Dude.
Did you hear about the one story, though? The guy is like he's like an engineer, and so he was down there with his family. It was his wife and their 3 kids, and he basically is an engineer where it's like he knows how structures are and stuff like that. And so he was still up, and when he heard the rumblings of the one part fall, he grabbed his family and they went to a different part of the building. That
he was in the building.
Yeah, he was in the building.
Gotcha.
So he grabbed his family. They went to the stairwell to the like opposite side of the structure, and then they escaped. And then like minutes later, that part of the building just collapsed. He saved his entire family. There were people down there just like time sharing it.
Yeah.
On vacation.
Yeah.
And now they went down there, and now they're dead. They're missing.
They said when it fell that it crumbled. So it basically just pancaked down.
Oh my
just
God.
Boom,
Oh, that's cement?
leaving no voids, like very little voids.
Yeah,
they
air
said.
pockets and
Yep.
shit. Yeah.
I mean, it literally looked like a demolition to me.
It did, the way it
it
fell.
looked like an implosion.
It looked like the stuff you see on TV.
I'm sure the conspiracy theorists are convinced that it was, you know.
So if it is true and the place was completely like falling apart, like everyone said, they did a study to put a pool on the roof, and they just finished a pool on the roof.
Did they really at that place?
Yeah, they put a pool on that roof.
I wonder
for
if
the
that had-
residents, and that's what they think caused it. At least that's what
Really?
I heard.
It's a lot of weight.
That's a lot.
That is a lot of weight, right?
Like a ridiculous amount of weight.
And it was probably
They said the pool deck probably fell away first.
wow. And the foundation was basically crumbling anyway beneath them.
Yeah, it was just,
you know?
and then from there on, just ba-boom, ba-boom,
Wow.
ba-boom.
Yeah, man. I hate to say it, but I'm afraid that shit like that is going to happen more and more often.
Oh, if we keep neglecting our infrastructure,
Yeah.
absolutely.
'Cause,
Absolutely.
I mean, most of our structures, our highways certainly, and bridges, most of those have been around for since the 50s.
Since Eisenhower,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, he was the one that started
he
it.
did the big public infrastructure works and everything. Yeah, a lot of those. We do need to really focus on our infrastructure.
We really do.
And I
man.
feel like that's something that both sides should be able to
We should-
agree on.
I think we should too, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we just got to get a starting common ground.
A good faith
Right.
talk.
That's all we need.
You guys want to take a break?
Let's do it.
That's where we're heading. Check out Last Flight Brewing Company right there on Heisinger Road. Last Flight, #1 at the
Number
Missouri
one.
Beer Festival. So congratulations, guys.
Get you a growler.
And also Hickman's Automotive.
Yeah.
Bryce and the guys out there. Great prices and very professional. So check them out if you need automotive repair. Scotty, got anyone?
Yeah, man. Check out our friends at In the Groove,
Jamie.
and 60 Spirit.
That's right. I just
West
saw
Main
Chris,
Pizza.
I just saw Chris today, and he thanked me. And I guess the Jeff City Paranormal Society people were in his shop recently, and
Really?
they talked about
Get
us
out.
and stuff.
That is
You know
awesome.
what? And speaking of, big ups to the Jeff City Paranormal
Yeah.
Society, because
Patreon.
they're our Patreon subscribers.
Yeah.
Matt and Will and everyone.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Thank you guys. We can't wait to have you back.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right.
So if you would like to jump on Patreon, so jump on patreon.com/the old 77 podcast for $5 a month. You too can become an early subscriber. You get early access, video, bonus content, all sorts of kind of cool stuff there.
That's
Check it
right.
out.
That's right.
Okay.
Check it out.
So we'll be right back.
Peace out, bitches.
And we out.
Hey guys, it's Matt, and we always talk about Last Flight Brewing Company, and we never exaggerate on how good it is there. They have this wonderful indoor space where you can fit a bunch of your friends or your family. You can take your dog in there. Also, kids are welcomed. We can all drink as equals. It's a great spot. If you want to sit outside, there's tons of space. It's a great spot for a sunny afternoon with friends, families, even colleagues. You can do it all out there. Games, cornhole, whatever your vice is. They also have a carefully crafted beer menu which changes all the time. Each beer they put out is delicious. Also, Last Flight won first place at the Missouri Beer Festival. They've come a long way in a short time, so check them out. You can find them on Facebook and online at lastflightbrewing.com. If you're local, check out Last Flight Brewing Company today. Go enjoy some sunshine. Get off your couch. Go. Go right now. Fill up your growler.
Put you back to Unity over here. Give it to me one. Give it to me two. Give it to me three. What you gonna do? We back.
Welcome back to the old 77. It's
Safe
a safe place.
And an unsafe world.
Sorry, I stepped on you,
Oh,
Scott.
cool, man.
It's like Prestige Worldwide.
I like the music.
It's reggae,
man. I
dude.
like the
Dude.
music. Yeah.
I feel like, what's his
Yeah,
name?
man.
Pitbull's gonna come out. Pitbull, Bud Light.
One of my least favorite musical
God, I hate
artists
Pitbull.
ever. I do not like
But
that
you know,
guy.
you got to give him respect. He's still out there doing it.
You know,
It is.
actually, in
So does J-Lo.
In Pitbull's defense, my wife knows that I hate Pitbull.
That booty won't let her stop.
But in Pitbull's defense, he actually seems like he's a pretty good dude.
Yeah,
in real
yeah.
life.
He's like, Pitbull, Bud Light.
Yeah.
That's just how he talks.
So, you guys ever seen that show on what is it? Part of 2020, the whole To Catch a Predator
Oh,
how
yeah.
how to
yeah.
how to catch a
The
predator.
original catfishing show, right?
with Chris Hansen.
Chris
was
Hansen.
the
Yeah, so
guy's
he would
name,
like
right?
Yeah, he was the white-haired dude.
yeah, so like they would like bring these guys in undercover, and then Chris Hansen would be hiding in the back of like the broom closet.
Well, it was
Yeah.
the original
Yeah.
catfish. Be like, hey, I'm a 13-year-old
Yeah,
girl.
he was
And he'd be like, oh, that's cool. You down to fuck? And he'd be like, yeah, come on over. My
Right.
mom's out.
They would lure these
These dudes would show up, condom in hand, like,
Yeah.
oh, hey, what's up, Chris Hansen?
Or some of them showed up with like 6 packs of beer,
And you knew-
and he'd be like, Chris Hansen would be like, a 13-year-old doesn't drink beer.
Yeah, what do you got planned for that beer?
That was for me. I mean,
like,
I was
okay,
gonna
pal.
butt chug it later. And
I
go
remember
home.
one of the episodes when he came out to bust the dude. The guy was like completely butt naked when he came out there and busted him. And the dude just like sat there and talked to Chris Hansen.
Yeah, I mean,
for
what else
5
you-
minutes.
what
He's
else you
completely
gonna
butt
do,
naked.
right?
And Chris Hansen's going to ask the obvious, like, why are your balls out?
Why are you still erect?
So speaking of Chris Hansen,
Do I attract you?
speaking of Chris Hansen,
Yeah.
this is what the police had to say to Chris Hansen today.
Oh.
Okay. I need to talk to you.
Chris is in a little bit of trouble, boys.
Man.
Chris.
Yeah, so Chris got arrested back in 2019 for larceny. Couple bad checks. And so I guess he was supposed to appear in court like today, I think, or maybe it was yesterday, and he failed to appear. So now there is a warrant out for Chris Hansen's arrest.
You hope that's just like a whoopsie, right?
Yeah, but how do you forget that, man? I mean, it's not like the guy gets arrested every day.
Is he still working? I mean, is he still trying to catch a predator?
I don't think so.
I don't think so
I don't
either,
think it's on
man.
anymore.
Yeah, I think they
That's
shut it
discontinued.
down.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I don't know then. Well, I mean, if he's not got a whole lot to do, you got a picture of him over there, right?
Yeah, I got a picture of him. Yeah,
But you're basically
he's looking pretty
like-
sad right now.
Yeah.
Damn, he does look pretty sad.
Yeah, hold
But
on.
you know, you're like trying to
Looking
trick old
pretty
people
old,
now.
you know.
Yeah, he's looking pretty old.
He's
Fucking
elderly almost.
Fucking prick.
Yeah, we're getting it.
Fucking prick.
Yeah, man.
Poor Chris Hansen's on the other side of the law this
Right.
time.
Well, that's his fault.
Stop passing bad checks,
So you're
bro.
going to search the house just now to make sure what?
Well,
Bad guys in here?
Well, I mean, I don't know. She could come. She could be here with a group of people. For all I know.
Right.
She obviously was.
She obviously
I mean,
was.
Like I tried to talk her into.
Don't you think that would be like a safe idea?
What was today's lesson supposed to be?
Today's lesson for me.
Today's lesson for you.
Today's lesson for me was to not, unfortunately, really worry about other people.
Now you're a tutor,
Concerned with
correct?
He's a tutor.
And who do you tutor?
I tutor our these ages.
Oh,
Older
good.
ages.
That's good.
What
That's
do
a
you
good
tutor
thing.
them in?
Mathematics.
What
In
about
unison.
smoking marijuana?
Well, I mean,
That's so. It's such a white way of saying
Leave
it.
the weed out of
Well,
it,
it
guys.
seems like it from the chat here.
Yeah, why are you gonna drag weed into
Well, you're
this?
cool and
I love it
cute,
when
too.
these guys
Oh,
try
here
to.
you go.
I
I
love it
didn't
when they
want you
just
to get in
talk.
trouble
To
even talking to you, you know.
Well, yes, of course, but you know.
He's got all of his like online chats.
May I
He's
please
chewing his
leave?
gum.
I'm not.
Okay.
Okay.
Just yet, I have some more questions for you.
Will I be able to leave after your question?
Did you blaze?
Wait,
Yes.
sir.
Yes.
Wait, are you answering me or are you reading
Did
stuff?
you blaze?
Yes.
Is that what he said? Did you blaze?
Yeah, he's
Right.
like, he's like, did you blaze?
Chris
You can
Hansen,
leave after
did
I
you
ask you
blaze?
questions.
Are you sure?
Okay, pause it real quick, Matty.
There.
So here's the thing: the guy was asking Chris Hansen, after you're done asking me these questions, can I leave?
Yeah.
Bro, you can leave right now if you want.
You need to get out of there now.
You're the one that's talking to him.
Right.
Nobody's keeping you in there. Now, of
Right.
course, if you leave, the cops are gonna fucking
Well, they're
tackle
probably
you.
they're probably already there. at
They're
the
they're
door.
definitely there.
Walk out slowly
Yeah.
because you're going to get tackled.
Anywho, I just wanted to mention that. Keep going, man.
Because
Yeah,
he's
man.
like, yeah, you can go, but
Yeah.
you're done.
yeah, you're done, buddy.
You toast.
You're gonna get tackled.
Police outside or anything?
I'll get to that. in a
Please,
minute.
sir, can you please just tell me? Because I really can't.
So what it looks like, Mike, is that you came here
Mm-hmm.
to smoke weed with a 13-year-old girl, and then whatever was going to happen was going to happen.
Yeah, but
How
that's
else she
not
gonna pay for the
entirely
weed?
what was
Right.
going
Well,
on.
explain it to me.
I just told you I was.
Listen, I was going to pull my dick out.
How much you gonna pay for an eighth of this?
This is
I'm here to
some.
make sure.
This is some shit weed, by the way.
I've stepped on it
What's
4
this
times.
fucking oregano or something?
Parsley.
It was okay. It really wasn't that far. I wanted to make sure that there was no like.
I mean, this is a
obviously,
12-minute
like,
long
she invited me
video,
in and
guys.
there-
This guy
man.
clearly.
I just want to hear him say one more thing.
Yeah, no, go for
You're a
it.
good Samaritan.
I love it.
Well, I was trying to a certain extent, but like.
He's lying his ass
You know,
off.
I was coming here to make sure he was okay.
13-year-old
I deal-
girl.
I deal with kids all the time.
Right. Would you think
Oh,
that
he
the
just has a
parents of
big
the
heart.
kids you tutor would be comfortable with
It
you
is
coming to
dick.
visit a 13-year-old girl after talking?
Obviously not. So there you go, Chris
Yeah.
Hansen.
Chris Hansen writes you a check though.
Yeah, $13,000 to your grandma and
He'll
grandpa.
take care of them for you.
Yeah, fucking asshole.
Just don't cash it.
Like, I'll cash you a check if you don't run.
Oh, you want real money? Shit, I'm gonna write you a whole
Fucking
check.
Chris Hansen gets the old
fucking prick.
There you go,
The
Chris
fucking
Hansen.
prick award.
I always thought that dude was a prick anyway.
I mean, right?
He looks like a dick.
He's definitely
Yeah.
a prick in real life. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, man.
And I will rain down on a godly fucking firestorm upon you. You're gonna have to call the fucking United Nations and get a fucking binding resolution to keep me from fucking destroying you.
Yeah, Chris Hansen.
Yeah.
So, hey, we talked about Britney Spears last week, didn't we?
Let her go.
Yeah,
Let her go.
We touched on the Free Britney thing.
Yeah.
Free Britney, bitch.
Yeah.
So there's been an update on that. The judge has denied her request
I saw
to
that.
remove
Shit.
her
I saw
father
that.
as her conservator.
Yeah, they were breaking that down this morning.
So they can free Bill Cosby, but they
right,
can't
but they
free
can't free
Britney.
Britney.
What the
fucking
hell,
crazy, man.
Jesus.
That's so messed up.
Okay, so here's like the meat and potatoes, and just for those that don't know. Britney has been under illegal conservatorship involving her father for over a decade. Last week, in dramatic testimony, she alleged that she was overworked without any breaks, medicated with lithium, and prohibited from having more children after her
Dude, you should
conservative.
I didn't
find
know
that
about that.
quote. That's a hell of a quote that she gives. I heard
Oh,
that this morning.
Well, yeah, I haven't seen the actual quote.
There-
yeah.
There's the whole line where Britney's telling them like what she can and can't do.
Wow.
It's fucking horrific, man.
Yeah.
Like she can't even like dress in the morning. They would go over and make sure she was okay, and if she was sick, she had to still perform. She wants to have
Jeez.
kids. She's like in her late 30s. She's like, I'm running out of time.
She had a couple kids, didn't she?
Yeah,
She
and
did,
she wants
but
to
she
have
probably wants
another
more.
one.
Oh, does
And
she?
She's like got her guy now or whatever, you know,
Yeah.
and she wants to have another one. And she said she's running out of time, but they won't let her take her IUD out.
So
That's messed up.
They mentioned that she was medicated with lithium. Have you, either of you guys been around somebody that's taking lithium?
No.
I've only seen it on TV, man.
Dude, it's weird, man.
I've never seen
My
it in
mom used
person.
to have a friend that had some, pretty bad mental issues, and she was on lithium. And when we would go see her, she would be like overly happy.
Oh, really?
Like literally, like when we would eat meals with her, she would take a bite and she'd be like, like she like.
What about Bob?
Enjoying
Yeah,
that.
yeah, exactly.
This corn's so delicious.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, pretty much, man.
These potatoes,
It used to drive me and my mom crazy, man. Lithium whacks you out, man.
This fried chicken's so delicious, Dolores.
It's
Dolores.
It's exactly like that. Literally exactly like
Will
that.
you shut the fuck up? Shut the fuck up, Bob. Richard Dreyfuss.
Richard.
What a brilliant movie.
Mr. Holland's Opus.
The feel-good movie of the year.
So free Britney, guys.
Popcorn with that.
I feel like we should start a GoFundMe for Britney.
I'm sure there's already tons.
There definitely is.
You know, there's got to be a couple of fans only of Britney lookalikes that are probably donating, 10% of
First,
whatever live
take a big
stream.
step back
Yeah.
and literally fuck your own face.
Have you guys ever been to the OnlyFans site or whatever the fuck it is?
No.
No.
Okay.
Have you?
No, I have not.
Oh.
No. But so let me make
So
sure
basically
I
it's
understand this right.
It's a place where you can go.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
You can go and
Oh,
like
yeah.
and
You can go.
and get naked
go.
pictures of your favorite person on the website for like a certain amount of money.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
I have no idea.
Or anything from the way it sounds.
Mm-hmm. Or anything.
Right.
Is
Anything?
Britney? So what happened to Kevin Federline? That guy.
He's still around.
Does he
The
like?
fact that we even remember his name is
Is he hanging out with
amazing.
like Kanye?
No.
He's waxing his pole, right?
Hold on.
It's like Kanye. Yo, I found an awesome beat.
Right?
Listen to this.
Check this out.
Ah, fuck. Britney Spears in the house.
You all remember my name. Peace out.
Kevin Federline. The ultimate gold digger. Kevin
So
Federline.
I just Googled him and it just talking about how he said that he never used his and Britney Spears' sons as pawns in conservatorship.
Beatbox.
So yeah, I don't know.
Yo,
dude.
Kev, beatbox a beat for me, dog.
Didn't he like released an album, right? And
That was awesome, man.
it bombed
Yeah, it was terrible.
badly.
dude.
Yeah.
It was like male cheerleaders.
What?
Like a bunch of it, It was
How did
just,
that guy
that's
get
what
a
it
mo-
felt like, at least.
I mean,
he was a backup dancer, dude.
Okay, so for old fuckers like us,
Hit it big, man.
there's an article that's titled "What is OnlyFans? Here's what every parent needs to know."
Oh, God.
Yeah, forget about us, man. You got to worry about your son being on OnlyFans.
Nah, yeah.
Hopefully not anytime soon.
No.
Yeah.
He can barely navigate like through Roblox, let alone, getting to onlyfans.com. I don't have to worry about that yet.
So they make money by providing videos to them.
So there was a story that came out a couple weeks ago of some girl that started an OnlyFans page, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she claimed that within a 24-hour period, she made $1 million.
Wow.
Damn.
And that's why you're hearing about OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of, I was telling some guys at work this the other day is, like, when you go to whoever's OnlyFans page, like, you gotta, how sometimes you'll have the little load button or whatever. It should be the chocolate starfish.
Dave,
just press the chocolate starfish to load.
Here's Kevin Federline rapping right now.
Okay, let's hear it, man.
Drop. That's when you say, hold up, stop. Yeah. Teen Choice mix.
Teen Choice.
God, look at this guy.
Yeah. One
Yeah.
time, bring the beat back. Let me take you back to 5 o'clock. When I drove the Lamborghini on the block. But not before I made them chop the top and throw some 20 shooters on that's hot.
That's hot.
K-Fed.
No tuxedo because they
Yo, Kanye, move over.
Her lifestyle of rich
I got a new favorite rapper.
I knew it, man.
Yeah, I got a new favorite
Do you
rapper.
think Kanye's a genius? This fucking guy's a
This
genius.
guy clearly is a genius.
Oh, God. So this is the Teen Choice Awards from 2006.
Yeah.
2006.
Like,
oh my God, that was so long ago,
15
right?
years ago, man.
Who are the mindless idiots that are just actually like, I love you, Kevin Federline?
Dude, don't you know he made it there on talent and talent alone?
Oh, yeah.
It didn't have anything to do with Britney
Marrying
Spears or
Britney
anything else.
Spears.
Yeah. So I'm just saying. Yeah.
Right, totally. What? What did you see?
We have a
Fed.
guest. We have a guest in the studio.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen.
She just freaked me out.
Yes.
I was like, oh my God.
Andrea
Andrea's here.
is in the building.
Yeah.
I was like, is that an apparition?
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
celebrate with some Kevin Federline.
We're listening to K-Fed.
Go, Kev.
Some K-Fed.
2006 in the house.
Fed or trash, she calls it.
Better trash.
Oh, he is trash.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm not buying another album from him again.
He already got 2 out of me.
That first
right?
one, or the first 2 actually.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you just wore the first one out.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice.
Right. Right.
We won't get fooled again.
I want to see Kanye fight Kevin Federline inside the fucking octagon.
Ooh. See, I feel like Kanye needs to delegate that to somebody though.
He would.
Right.
He would. He's too smart for that shit.
He would. He'd have John Legend do it or something,
Yeah.
somebody like that.
Oh my God. Now that's a fight I want to see.
Wait, John Legend
Yeah.
and Kevin
Yeah.
Federline?
Yeah.
I'd pay to see that.
Dude, we'd be like a luchador gang stomp though, because Chrissy Teigen come running out and just stomp him, right?
She crazy.
Because she got
She's
canceled.
nuts.
She crazy.
She did get canceled a
She
little
did.
bit. Yeah.
What did
she
she
got
do?
canceled a whole lot.
What did she do?
She lost a lot of money, man.
What did she do that pissed everybody off?
It was just a bunch of old tweets and stuff that resurfaced.
Yeah. Dude, people
Of her being bullyish,
Yeah.
after being all
She
anti-bully.
she told some girl to go kill herself. It was actually pretty recent.
Was it recent?
Yeah, dude.
Oh shit! I thought it was old.
But then
man.
what they did was once that came out, they went back, and this is the problem with social media. They go back years ago,
Sure.
Right.
where she kind of cleaned up herself from being an asshole.
Yeah. And then they still
they
use
went
it
out
against
and
you.
they just kind of dug stuff up on her.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I guess it depends on the context, but I have a hard time with that when people go way back and find some stupid shit. I mean, there's not a single one of us that if you don't go back far enough,
we've all done something.
We've all
stupid,
said stupid shit. We've all done things that we're not proud
But from
of.
what I understand, she's a really bad person, just like Ellen DeGeneres, dude. Ellen's a
man.
fucking horrible person. From what all of her employees said.
Yeah.
Employees weren't even allowed to look at her in the face, eye to eye. She would yell at them and just be like, "Look down, you're not worthy to fucking look at me in the face."
Jeez,
that's some messed up shit.
Really? I hadn't heard
yeah.
that.
Oh,
I hadn't
yeah,
heard that
look it
either.
up. Google that shit, man.
Shit.
Yeah.
I hadn't heard that, and that's
Yeah.
that's her whole thing was that's what she said at the end of every show was be kind to one another.
Right.
And she was the total opposite. She was shit to everyone else.
She had me fooled, dude.
Well, yeah, because that's some celebrities are like that.
Yeah.
They can basically act like someone else and then go back to
It's like Kevin Spacey, man.
being themselves.
People love
that guy. Yeah,
I mean, people loved Kevin Spacey.
he's a good actor.
He's a great actor.
Really good actor because no one knew who the fuck he was.
Yeah, I think I saw recently that he's going to be in another movie soon.
Yeah,
I
he's
think.
trying to make a comeback.
Is he?
Yeah, I think so.
But it's like
It's Kevin Spacey playing Kevin Spacey in a documentary called Kevin
Kaiser
Spacey
Soze is Kevin Spacey.
He plays himself.
That would be brilliant. Yeah,
but that's a guy that's a fucking lunatic, right?
Yeah.
What happened to him?
You know, here's my favorite thing about what happened with Kevin Spacey.
Right.
Was after he got busted for doing all the sick shit that he was doing, then he came out and used the fact that he's gay as like an excuse for doing what he was doing.
That wasn't me. I couldn't have been doing that.
But that gives like gay people a bad look.
Well, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, what is gay or not? Either way, I'm fine. But what does you being gay have to do with what you're accused
being
of?
a fucking sexual deviant?
Do you guys remember what he was accused of? I don't. Right
Hitting.
off the top of my head.
I mean, he would hit on.
Was it like
young,
really
like
predatory,
minor boys,
like teenage
Yeah,
boys? He
yeah.
apparently loved to hit on teenage boys, like on the set. He would. Be,
Oh, yeah.
He would be very,
Flamboyant
blatant
with
with
it.
it. Yeah, that's what they say.
Like, yeah, it has nothing to do with about being gay.
Yeah. No, of
when
course
you're
not.
a sexual deviant, because you can be fucking heterosexual and still do the same shit.
Yeah. Who was I reading about today? There's a football player?
Oh, he came out. Yeah, he plays for the. I think he plays for the Raiders.
Oh, you're talking about the guy that came out. No.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about a guy who some girl accused him of like, no, it's a major leaguer. I think he plays for the Dodgers. He won the Cy Young. And some girl, was accusing him of, choking her and like sticking his fingers down her throat and doing all this fucked up shit. And Matt's looking it up right now.
What, like during intercourse or something?
Well,
or
that's the whole thing.
Just like, hey, he walked up, hey, bitch, what's
No.
going on? Wham!
No. During intercourse.
Okay.
And so his whole thing is like, she told me that she wanted me to do that, and her whole thing is that I didn't want him to do that.
Okay, so Trevor
Bauer, yeah,
is like their like best pitcher on the team. He just signed with LA,
and he won the Cy Young
so
last year.
The story is, and there is proof of through his text messages, and both of them, that she said that she likes to be strangled and all this like
hardcore
sadist stuff.
Yeah. So basically, I guess they did it. That he was rough with her and all that, and he says it was consensual, and he has proof on his text messages from her, like she likes to be dominated.
Yeah. Neither one.
So I mean, it's kind of a throw up case. It's like, oh well, she has accusations, but like he also has proof that she's like that.
Yeah.
So you're misleading this guy.
It's your word against.
You're kind of putting yourself in this predicament.
Sounds like something went wrong for her, and so she was going to use it against him.
I mean, look,
maybe
man.
she's trying to get some money from him.
Right.
I'm not trying to say it was
what
right.
It sounds
I'm
like.
not trying to say it's right. But when there's consent, when there's proof of consensual, like a consensual relationship,
right?
Then it's kind of hard to be like, well, listen,
either that or maybe old boy just really went too hard.
Yeah, he probably maybe.
Yeah, because she was saying that like he would choke her to the point where she would pass out and wake up later. And,
yeah. So maybe she's not that way.
Yeah, but are there marks on her neck and stuff like that? Because I mean, that's proof to where he was really pressing hard.
Right.
Well,
going to town.
Right.
I mean, what I read today was very graphic. Like the things that so graphic that I don't even want to say them on this show.
Dave blushed.
Do you want me to say them?
No, you don't have to. But the thing is, man,
Tell
like,
me later, Dave.
look,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to.
I'll tell you later.
I'm
brother.
not trying to stick up for him because I can care less about the guy.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying.
No,
that's just her story.
Sure.
And he has so much money, dude. He's worth like shit, $100 million.
That's where it gets suspicious, right?
Yeah,
there.
it certainly would be convenient for somebody to make up a story like that. No,
but like,
I agree,
as a
man.
baseball player, you have to be smarter. You have to be smarter than just like getting involved with something like that. Like,
yeah,
you have a lot riding.
Sure, especially in the age of social media where you can be blasted.
Man. This isn't the 90s, bro.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. As much as you want it to be.
As much as you enjoyed choking girls in the 90s, you can't do that anymore.
Love in the 90s was so much simpler.
Yeah. Choke him and nobody say a thing.
Don't speak. Don't
As usual, the show has devolved into a. It's really just a free for all at this point.
That's my favorite part of the show, though. Actually,
yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
It's the best. It's the best.
Yeah.
Chris Hansen.
Oh man, still though, that's just the weirdest part of it. Chris Hansen.
I got another thing that we need to talk about when we do the cool. No, I'll always save it for the cool down.
For the cool down. I got something too for the cool down.
Yeah.
Nice. So big ups to our friends at the Jeff City Paranormal Society. They are our Patreon subscribers.
Thank you, guys.
You too can be a Patreon subscriber at the Old 77. Well, it's patreon.com/the Old 77 podcast.
That's right.
I'll get it right.
Yeah. Call us on the listener line.
Absolutely.
573-246-0779. Maybe you want to be on the show.
Maybe.
Maybe you have a friend that you think would be good on the show. You know, just hit us up. Hit us up.
And also shout out to our boy Angel out there.
Yeah, what's up, boy?
Also my sister-in-law Courtney. Thanks for listening. She's like, Mac, you shout me out, man.
You got it.
I was like, you got it, girl.
Ask and you shall receive.
You got it.
There it is.
And to all the other podcasts listening to us, we do appreciate you.
Appreciate all the love. Social media is blowing up these days, fellas.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So we're going to keep trying to post some funny shit every day.
So
that just seems to help, right?
You guys posted some funny shit today. Yeah.
That was pretty good, man.
Yeah.
Anywho, we'll be back for the cool down.
Right on.
Right after this.
Can I get it?
In the Groove, Vinyl Records and More has the widest variety of new and used music, carrying new and reissued vinyl, used CDs and cassette tapes. In business for over 20 years, offering the best variety and service we possibly can. In the year 2000, we started out as a little hole in the wall, and now In the Groove is a full-service record shop with thousands of records to choose from. Buying rock, jazz, R&B, soul, and blues records, 33s, 45s, and 78s. We also buy CDs and cassette tapes. We've been buying and selling since 2000. In the Groove is a one-stop shop for records, stereo equipment, CDs, and other fun oddities. 708 Jefferson Street, Jefferson City, Missouri. Give us a thumbs up and follow us on Facebook. In the Groove, Vinyl Records and More.
Cooling it down like baby powder on junk on a hot summer day. Ooh, sound nice.
Welcome back.
You gotta love him. You gotta love Louie, man.
Big thanks to our pal Louie Mano.
Louie Mano in the house.
Cooling it down with the old 77.
There you go.
Did he pitch shift his voice, or does he really get that deep?
No, that's him.
No, that's all
him. Man, he can get deep,
Right.
man. He can get that. He can get down low.
That dude was born with balls in his throat.
What a great voice, though.
God, yes.
Holy moly. Here we are, folks.
So,
Cool down segment.
I was looking through my phone today while I was dropping a deuce. Because we all do it, right?
Like you do, right?
We all do it. So according to the New York Post,
now hit it.
This man breaks his penis during sex, makes medical history by missing the target.
Yeah, and we talked about this a little off air. So,
whole new definition to ham.
Do we
slam,
have
man.
the exact body part that he?
So it is actually like his penis erected.
Mm-hmm. Erected,
but it was. It broke because he was trying to shove it, and then it hit like the woman's nepkin.
How do you spell that?
I would imagine, would it be a...
Here in the Midwest, that's called a taint.
Okay. Now I know what you're talking about. Of course, a taint.
So he
Why didn't you say?
He did.
I know. I'm just being silly. I tell you what, nothing comes up when you go into the news results for Nefkin.
Okay, here it is. He suffered a broken penis, which occurs when one ruptures the rubbery sheath of the tissue below the skin that allows the penis to increase in width and in length.
Don't they say that thing just like pops?
That happened to Dennis Rodman like 3 times.
So this happened.
Of course it did.
It did.
And he loved it every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says here 88% of penile fractures occur during sexual intercourse.
I thought you were going to say on the Nefkin.
So watch out, guys. If you're really...
Watch out for that Nefkin, boys.
you're really into it and you're trying to pound hard, just
Yeah.
remember this story.
Yeah, remember.
The more you know.
Remember what you learned on the old 77.
And that's on the cool down.
On the cool down.
Just might save your life.
Sexual. Let's talk sex talk. You know what I mean?
Let's talk about that.
I knew it.
Sexual health is important to all your women out there.
Absolutely. All of you women that we love so much.
Let's not make this any more awkward.
They're probably like, I'm gonna turn this shit off, man.
Oh my god, I'm tuning this off right now.
Fucking prick. Fucking prick.
Sorry.
I just love the whole Nifkin taint thing.
I'm still trying to Google it over here. Yeah.
Would that be with a KN?
I typed in
Nifkin.
Nefkin. That was my
yeah,
guess. Yeah, that was.
What did you get? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, what's the
nothing about a body part? I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
So go taint then.
Yeah.
Oh well, I know what a taint is.
I mean, everyone knows what a taint is,
But,
right?
But taint and Nifkin are the same. The same deal.
I remember when
they're just different.
You got to make sure that you turn the safe search
names
off
for
when
it.
you search for taint.
Yeah, or Nifkin even.
Wow. I don't know, man. I'm really not getting very good results.
That taint right.
Comedy writes itself.
Right? I mean, I just look over and see it.
It's easy.
Oh.
Made me rub my genitals on another man, and I have never done that before I met you.
Oh.
Here, Maddie, I'll pot you up over here a little bit. There you go.
You guys
so
are
you don't
good.
have to jam it.
Look, everybody's like, I'm gonna pot you up now.
I'm trying to take care of each other.
That's actually a very informative article there.
Just might save somebody's life.
And it's the New York Post, so it's legit.
Totally. Absolutely. They're right on par with the National Enquirer and all the other good
and Weekly
ones.
World News, absolutely.
Yes.
All the other good
all
ones.
the news
Oh
channels.
my god.
Yeah. So, fellas, one of the things that I saw today as I was perusing the internet,
Like you do.
right? Maddie, I know you're going to have some thoughts on this. So, I guess they finally, legally made it a deal now where the athletes in the NCAA are now able to make money off of their likeness. If they put them in video games, if they sell jerseys, whatever, they're entitled.
So that's a first,
to make
right?
money.
They can sell jerseys now.
Yeah. So, just interested, what do you guys think about that? You think that's a good thing, bad thing, somewhere in between?
It's a long way. I think it's a long time coming, man.
I think it is too. I mean, these guys live off like ramen noodles.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
and meanwhile, they're,
Well, there's the story that there's the one kid who was playing on a team, couldn't afford his own jersey in the mall or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
Stuff like that.
That's crazy to think about.
Sounds like we all agree then.
But it sounds like they'll get like compensated for what they're doing, and it'll be a little more professional now. I mean, like if you're going to have the college games, it can't be.
Well, this is another I feel like this
If you're
is
gonna
another
present
avenue
yourself.
for growth because they're going to learn how to brand themselves.
Absolutely.
It's only going to make them smarter.
Right.
Right. Yeah. For sure.
More avenues for wealth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
I'm all for it.
Absolutely.
If you're good at what you do, it doesn't matter what age you are.
Exactly.
You should be compensated for it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, there's young actors that are obviously getting compensated. Everybody except for athletes usually. So
Seems that way.
yeah,
Especially when more and more years go by and you see more and more of the money that kicks in, and you go to certain schools that have big deals, and with like clothing companies, and they have other big deals with say like a juice provider or something. Like in Alabama, you got Big T down there.
Yeah.
So kid can come there and drink tea,
make millions.
by putting his face on the Wheaties box and the tea jug.
Absolutely. They wanted to put me on a Wheaties box.
Yeah.
I told you guys I went a perfect 0-8 when I wrestled, right?
No.
Yeah.
At least you were consistent.
I was the picture of consistency.
Yeah. I mean,
Thank you for
at least you
noticing.
wrestled. Like I didn't wrestle.
No, I never even had the opportunity to wrestle.
Dude, I don't know.
Nor do I want to.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea.
So, thumb up
Like,
the
if
ass,
that's
is that a real thing?
I never had that, man.
If that's your thing, then like that's cool. Like wrestling's fine, but like for me personally, I don't want to be
Me neither. But I
like,
did
neck to neck with another
yeah.
guy like that. And
I did
that
karate.
close.
But that wasn't quite as up close and personal as wrestling was.
Yeah, but at the same time, you did karate, so you'd have that one kid that wouldn't cut his toenails, and you'd just get gashed, man.
It's like the Shredder.
Fuck yes.
Yeah, fuck that.
Damn you, Shredder kid.
Damn it, Cody.
Always winning those championships.
Always cutting my arm up
Son
like
of
a fucking mama bear, you
bitch.
son of a
motherfuckers. I'm really trying hard to convince my kids to take karate right now. Yeah. And I think I may have talked them into it.
I actually want to have Sloan get involved with karate.
Karate?
Karate. Do you like my karate? But I want her to get involved too. I don't know, is it 5 or 6? You have to.
Oh, I think she's
5, 6.
Something
Something
like
like
ass
that.
whooping machine, dude.
I mean,
Absolutely.
you could probably get her in a kids class right now. Just
I want
have
her to
play
learn how to.
around.
I want her to learn how to protect herself. Especially when she gets older. She's out and she needs to protect herself.
Sure.
She needs to do that.
Absolutely. That's why I keep the Intimidator around.
Hell yeah. Hey,
Hell
man.
yes, you do.
I'm always safe with her at my
Dave
side.
gets into an argument. He's like, "Hey, I'll get my fucking wife after you."
It's like, you know what?
Yeah.
Honey, handle my small work.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That's right. And they run. Every
She'd
last
be like,
one of them.
Dave, honey, which favors do I need to cash in? Dave's like, all of them. She's like, all right. Boom.
That's exactly it. It's almost like you were there.
Whoop this guy's ass.
Kick his ass.
What were we talking about?
I have no idea.
I know.
We're talking about your
our
wife sticking
daughters
up for you.
No, before
protecting
that.
themselves.
Oh yeah, martial arts. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think
It's important. It's important.
I think 5, 6. I think that's a good
Yeah.
entry level age.
Yeah, absolutely. And it depends on what martial art you're getting them into.
Expand.
So like if you're getting them into karate and stuff, you're probably want to wait till maybe 5 or 6,
Yeah.
If you get them in like a kung fu type thing where it's just, movements and stuff, you could do that right now
Or
probably.
like Tai Chi. You mean?
Yeah, like a Tai Chi or any kind of, I think really any kind of kung fu that had any kind of movement and fluidity to it.
Yeah.
But like we were talking the other day, I would love to do some Kempo, where you have the swords and things.
You mean Kendo?
Kendo and Kempo.
Oh, okay.
Where you have Kempo karate, and then
Gotcha.
you can do I would like to do Kendo too, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely.
Kendo is so Kendo is the sword.
Kendo is where you have the swords and everything, and you got the helmet and all that crap.
And Kempo is just a style of karate.
It's like you go after them.
Sure.
Karate.
Yeah, I never studied that one.
Yeah.
Did you guys like kung fu movies when you were kids?
God, love them now.
Yeah, dude.
Did you like Bruce Lee?
Bruce Lee was amazing.
Yeah, I was a huge Bruce Lee fan. I read all the books about him.
Yeah.
I read the books that he wrote. I still have a copy of.
Did you guys see that old movie from the 90s? Dragon, the Bruce Lee story?
I did. I saw it in the theater with my dad.
I did too. Yeah.
My dad was never around during my childhood, but he
went
was
to-
around for that.
Cinematic masterpiece,
There
man.
you go.
Yeah, no, it's a cool movie.
Yeah, it was a good flick.
Did you watch it, Maddie, back in the day?
I have not seen The Dragon, though.
Oh, man.
You should watch it.
You should watch it. It's all right. It's not bad.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's not perfect, but it's not bad.
It's kind of like The Doors,
Have you ever seen Big Trouble in Little China?
Oh, God, yes.
I have not. I'm sorry to say that.
What?
I
Kurt Russell, man.
It was the last movie I bought on VHS.
Was it really?
Was it
Yeah,
really?
yeah,
How
still
long
have it.
ago?
Oh, God, I don't...
20
They still
years
sold
ago.
VHS.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, I
Great
let you.
80s movie.
I let you file through a bunch of my old
Yeah.
vinyl a day or two ago, like
Nice.
yesterday.
Dave's
I
got
guess.
all sorts of vinyl.
Some of that stuff actually came from my dad, I think.
That's
Yeah.
awesome, man.
Because he was a DJ.
You had a lot of vinyl hip-hop.
Yeah, I did, and I have
I
no
was
memory of where
surprised.
it came from.
Oh.
I have no
I
memory
look
of where
over,
it came
Dave's
from.
got a vinyl album from Kanye West.
Yeah, I knew I had that, but I had like some old like Rough
course you do.
Riders
Right.
and a
Dave,
bunch of.
Of course you do.
I paid for
exactly
that
what
one.
I said too.
I-
Of course he did.
I paid for that one, but hey, you got to admit, like the album artwork and the packaging is
Yeah,
pretty dope,
that's
wasn't
cool.
it?
It was all right. I mean, it was all right.
Fuck you, Scott.
You should frame that shit, dude.
Dude, I have framed albums.
Yeah, he should. He should
nice.
definitely.
The Kanye one is not framed. Believe it or
frame
But
not.
no, man, it's like the old school where they had like, here's a picture, here's a picture,
Yeah.
here's a picture.
There was in that particular album. There's like 6 different paintings that's in there. You get all the. That's the great. See, that's the
Yeah.
great thing about the old days. Whether you're talking vinyl or cassettes or CDs,
Yeah.
you got the artwork,
Right.
and most of the time you got all the lyrics to the song, which to me was it was huge. I mean, I know you can get all that shit on the internet.
See, I don't care about any of that.
I
stuff,
always
though.
loved all of that stuff when I was buying albums.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big part of it for me.
I have no problem just ripping it straight off the internet.
Well, yeah, when
I got no problem with
that. Yeah, when Napster came around, I didn't have any problem with it either.
That's really when like all my old friends who were really hardcore into like albums and sound and the style and the vibe and the feel, they were like, "Oh man,
dude,
that is so soulless. How can you do that?"
Right.
And I'm like, I don't want to pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half the time you download some shit on Napster and it would be mislabeled, like it would be the wrong artist, or
I get what the artist, the war on Napster. I get what they were saying.
Right, Metallica,
all the artists. You know what I mean?
But Metallica was a big one that really. Well, they sued him, right? They sued. What's that guy's name that started that company?
Lars.
No, the guy that
not
started.
Lars. He's fucking Metallica drummer.
Was it like was it Jeffrey Fanning or something?
I forget his name.
Yeah. Anyway, the dude that started Napster. Yeah. Yeah.
Napster.
And then there was.
Bring it back, man. Bring back Napster.
Actually, I think Napster is still a thing, dude. Not in the same form that it was before.
No, it is. It's become Rhapsody is now Napster.
Oh, it is.
So there you go.
Oh, did you beat me to it, Scott?
Yep.
Because I went to Napster.com and there's a Napster.com.
Yeah.
And it has the old Napster logo and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But you're saying that Rhapsody bought it out?
Yeah, Rhapsody bought it out.
Yeah.
How about that?
So
everything's owned by 3 companies now, folks, in case you hadn't noticed.
That's about the truth.
Yeah.
So, gentlemen, the 4th of July this weekend.
Ah, yes, of course.
Right?
What you guys got any big plans?
Just fireworking it.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're going up to Fulton, to Gary's, my father-in-law's house.
Cool. You guys going to set off some shit out there? Since
probably. It's probably in the makings. So.
In
the makings.
Absolutely.
Hey, man, try not to burn down, and this is for everyone, try not to burn down my house by celebrating freedoms.
There you go.
Right. Well, luckily we've had 20 inches of rain in the past week.
That's going to help.
So that's going to be good as far as people not setting houses and forests on fire.
Yeah, we've had 11 inches.
Dude, my front yard.
Serious amount, right?
My front yard is just, it's squishy. I walk through my front yard and it squishes.
And hey, if you guys are going out and about, keep in mind, we got that much rain, right? So don't be parking in the grass.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, fucking up people's yards.
We're tearing everything up.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys mentioned that you might go to the to Holt Summit, right, on Friday?
Yeah, I think
so Holt Summit does a thing on Friday. We went to that last year.
Was it any good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Have you guys been to it before?
We've been to Holt Summit. Since we came?
Do they have? I thought you were talking about Canterbury Winery.
What we're gonna do?
No. This is like the city of Holt Summit.
So
they
their
do
fireworks
a display.
are over. Okay, guys.
Yeah, they do a pretty good display, dude.
Yeah, Canterbury. We're gonna do that. I think Sunday.
So I'm sure they're gonna have live music up there.
So you're talking about the winery? They do their own fireworks out there?
No, you can see the Jeff City fireworks.
Yeah. From there. Mm-hmm. Guys, I used to live in those houses right across from where not in Riviera Heights, which is like the nice houses.
Right.
I lived literally right by where the entrance to that winery is. I lived on those bluffs.
I know right where you're talking.
That was where me and Jesse lived, right when we got married, and we had a great fucking view from up there, man. A great view of Jeff City. We'd watch the fireworks from up there. People would come from all over on the night of the 4th and watch them from up there.
Spot,
yeah, it was a great spot, man.
Yeah, Canterbury was taking reservations at the time, and I think I may have just squeaked in. I don't know. I have to check.
Yeah.
You don't know for sure if you got in?
Yeah, he told me he'd call me back, and
it's going to be a beautiful evening on Sunday,
right?
Live music,
as long as we can keep all that rain away, it'll be great.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be nice all weekend.
Good.
Yeah.
Hopefully, man. You think
no, it is. I mean,
the law of averages. We're due for some no rain for a while.
The rain's
right?
done with for right now.
A whole week of it.
It's been ridiculous.
I could take my doors off my Jeep again.
Right, man. Yeah. Yeah,
I miss it, man. I crave it.
Craving it.
I needs to have it.
Is the 4th Sunday?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
And because it's Sunday, we all get Monday off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to go downtown on the 4th?
I'm going to be out in the country.
You're going to be doing family stuff?
Yeah.
On the 4th. Okay. Mm-hmm. What about you guys, Scott?
Probably not. I don't know. Not with the carnival and everything. Not there this year. It'll just be like food booths and a jump house.
Oh, yeah, I read that.
I think all they have downtown is a jump house this year. So.
Yeah. But, dude, on the flip side, maybe it'll be a little more chill than it usually is as far as, not people shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah. Past couple of years, we don't go down there because of that.
They didn't do it last year, I'm assuming, right? Because of COVID?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Did we even have fireworks last year?
I think we did.
I don't remember, to be honest.
I don't remember.
I think we did.
I'm sure we did.
I'm sure we did too, but Holy cow, I don't remember.
I used to. So
it was a long year, dude.
Dude, it was.
Our tradition during for the
wasn't it
fireworks,
ever.
we would. So my grandmother lived in Heisinger, which is, of course, is right the Heisinger nursing home, which is right on the bluffs. Great view of the fireworks. So that was always our tradition for the past 10 years or however long she was there. Is we would watch them from there. And so now that we don't do that anymore because she passed away a couple of years ago,
Right.
I don't remember what I did during the fireworks last year. I can't remember if I stayed home or what. Yeah.
We used to go down to the river road. We'd go down like you're going to the water treatment plant down there.
Yeah.
And then kind of just drive down a little ways, and you can just back in and look right up and see them.
Cool.
Just so many fucking mosquitoes down there, though.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
God, it's bad.
Okay, so are the cicadas still supposed to come out and get really loud?
I haven't heard them yet.
I was talking to somebody about that the other day. I can't remember if it was you, but somebody was telling me that like the particular species that is coming out this year is like not native to Missouri, so like Missouri's not going to get them, but other states
I
are.
read that we're not getting them.
Okay.
Like, it's another, like, I think it's like a region over from us who's getting them.
Thank God.
Right? Because it feels like we go through that every like 2 years.
My first year that I lived out here, there was like there was cicadas everywhere that summer, and I kept my Jeep open, my old Jeep, so I'd find like dead cicadas all over the back of my Jeep.
Yeah, and I hear dogs love them to eat them.
Yeah, a little crunchy.
I heard they're edible. Yeah,
like
I mean,
pork
like,
cracklings, right?
Dude, if I were
roast them up.
If I needed some protein,
right,
I'd give it a try.
Honestly,
Check out the chicharrones
if
on
you
the
were
tree.
starving and cicadas were around,
yeah,
and you couldn't find any source of food,
got to do what you got to do.
I guarantee you would catch a couple of those things, light them up on a fire, throw some ketchup on it.
Yeah, but like you're gonna have ketchup. Come on, man.
Dude, I'll eat my fucking shoe if you put ketchup on it.
I always carry ketchup around with me.
It's in my
wherever I go. Ketchup is with me.
It's in my prison
doomsday
wallet.
It's in my doomsday prepper kit.
It's in like my back pocket.
Fanny pack.
You guys need some ketchup here?
Right.
Always keep it for emergencies.
Oh, you guys got some sandwiches? Here's some ketchup.
Ketchup.
Always the prepared one, Maddie is.
Hey, those cicadas look awesome.
Oh, man.
Throw some ketchup on that shit.
Do your kids like ketchup, mustard?
Oh, Sloan ate a whole bottle, dude.
What?
Like the last couple months.
Oh,
she's
you just okay.
She's the only one who
all
eats
right.
ketchup really in our house.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you guys don't like it?
I like ketchup, but I don't have a lot of it.
We eat a lot of ketchup.
But she just destroys it, dude.
Jack loves relish.
Yeah, my boy likes
That's
relish
cool.
too.
Yeah. Can't
We
get
go-
the other one to touch
We go
it.
through a lot of pickles too.
Pickles are
Yeah.
good because my kids love them and they're also like fairly healthy compared to most of the other shit they
Salty
like
as
to
shit.
eat.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's a
Yeah.
fucking cucumber. It's pretty
Right.
healthy, right?
Hell, yeah, ish.
We get Sloan like a lot of smoothies and stuff that you can get at they're like Disney smoothies.
Oh yeah.
She loves smoothies.
Of course, yeah.
Sarah, we'll make smoothies with our Ninja. And
Cheese sticks
the
in
little
our
ninja,
house.
right? I
and
gotcha.
then, dude, throw some strawberries in it. She'll sip it down.
Do you guys have an air fryer?
I do. I have an air fryer.
Do you guys use
No.
it very much?
Yeah, we use it.
I did hot dogs in the air fryer.
Pretty good, right?
It was pretty good, and then
I did that too.
You stick the buns in there for the last couple minutes, so the bun gets nice and
Nice.
crispy. Dude, it's pretty good, man.
What's really cool is if you go out for wings and then you come back and you have
Oh, yeah.
leftovers,
Reheat
you throw,
'em?
you throw those wings in, and they're perfect.
Dude, they're
crunchy, but the texture inside of it's still like tender.
Yeah, we've been cooking our wings that way,
Mm-hmm.
raw, from the start. And like, I was very skeptical when we got that thing. I was like, we're never gonna fucking use this thing. But I
Yeah.
find myself using it a lot. Like
All the time, huh?
chicken is great in it.
It
dude.
works quick too, man.
Yeah, it's the
it's
shit.
very powerful.
It's pretty easy to clean up.
It is. Yeah.
You got to get on
I
board,
know,
Scotty.
man. So we
Scotty's
were gonna
eyes twinkling
we
over
were
there.
gonna get one here a while back, and like we decided to get this convection oven instead, and I just kick myself all the time.
Do you never use
we
the convection
use
oven?
the convection oven all the time.
You
though.
do,
So
yeah.
I mean, it'll fit like a whole pizza in it.
Oh,
so
cool.
instead of like firing up the oven in the
Sure.
summer, we can just do the tabletop one, right?
So
and
what
the
else?
Kids, you can throw anything in it.
So what else do you do in there?
You can do.
Do you do toast?
I made toast. You can make French toast in it. You can warm up French toast.
Yeah.
I made cookies and like some other kind of pastry type thing.
Do you use it to reheat stuff in too?
Every now and then.
Dude, I try to use my microwave like as little as possible. Like unless I'm just pressed for time, I always reheat stuff in the oven because it's just always better than in the microwave.
Yeah, but it takes forever though.
Well, that's what I'm
sometimes.
saying. If I'm
Yeah.
pressed for time, but if I got some time, I put that shit in the oven.
Right.
It's better that way.
The only thing good in the microwave is bacon. You
Yeah.
straight up throw bacon on, on some towels.
That's the magic of bacon. It's great even in the microwave. I'm telling
There's
you guys.
nothing like waking up on a Saturday morning to like just smelling bacon.
Oh my god,
immediately.
bacon and coffee.
Like when it's like Sarah gets up and we have bacon in, she's definitely on the bacon. Saturday morning,
Absolutely, yeah. Jesse cooks it every
arise.
morning.
I'm like, I smell bacon.
It wakes you up, right?
We're like animals, dude. We're like, it's just this natural.
It's special. It's magical. I don't
It's
know what it
natural
is.
thing we
It's
do.
the candy bar of meat, that's for sure.
And you can do so much with bacon, right? You can wrap things up with it.
Put it on a pizza. Yeah.
I'd eat my shoe if it was made of bacon.
So would I, man.
Bacon wrapped asparagus is
Put
one
some
of our
ketchup
favorite
on it.
things.
Delicious.
No, don't ruin that
Dude,
shit with some ketchup.
Bacon wrapped asparagus is good, but
It's the
try
best.
prosciutto wrapped asparagus. Even better, man.
What the fuck was that word you
God.
just said? Prosciutto?
Prosciutto.
It's an Italian
It's
meat.
like a really thinly sliced pork belly. So imagine bacon, but it's like a whole slice of bacon. And it's really thin, and you wrap it around. That's a parachute.
That's a parachute. Sorry, folks. I'm trying to Google it.
So you can get it at like Aldi's here.
How do
in
you
town.
spell it?
It's PROS
ETT.
Prosciutto.
Oh.
PROSCIUTTO.
There it is. I found it. Okay, let me look at this shit.
Delicious.
It is delicious.
Oh yeah, I know this stuff. Yeah, I know this stuff. I've seen this stuff before.
God, it's great. But that's where it's at, man.
Where do you get it? Do you like
You
go
can
to
get it
Hy-Vee?
at Aldi's. You can get it
Or
at
Aldi's?
I'm sure you could probably get it at
You can get it
Hy-Vee,
anywhere,
too.
really.
Yeah, really.
Is it already like pre-sliced?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
You wrap that stuff up around it, man. Oh.
I like it on my sandwich.
You know, I've seen it before. I've seen it before, and I think I maybe have tried it, but like, is it pretty similar to bacon?
Yeah, it's very similar
taste-wise.
to bacon. Mm-hmm.
Because that's pretty much what it is.
Dude, you can eat anything on the pig except the squeal.
Yeah. Think about that for a minute, folks.
Right? Ooh.
So you're saying you can eat the testicles of the?
Oh,
of the
God. Haven't
pig.
you ever heard of lamb fries?
I'm sure people do, right?
Lamb fries.
It's basically pig ball.
Yeah,
Pig
fried
testicle?
testes. You could any kind of testes, man.
Yeah, I
You
know
fry
people
'em
people
up.
eat cow testes all the
Yep.
time, right?
That's
Fuck,
crazy.
we have a thing at the Lake of the Ozarks every year called the Testicle Festival.
Oh
And
my
that's
God,
what it
we
is?
do.
It's all
Yeah,
cow
it's all
And
testicles.
it's so yeah.
Seriously, they cook all kinds of testicles.
Rocky Mountain oysters.
Welcome to Missouri, brother.
Oh,
Right.
I did not know that.
So there was a
Yeah,
restaurant
yeah.
back home that had this. The Canton Inn had yeah. I remember I tried them as a kid, and now as an adult, it just fucking grosses me out.
Is it just because you know what you're eating?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know what you were eating as a kid and you just
Yeah,
didn't
actually,
give a
because
fuck?
my mom was like, "Oh, it's pig balls. Here, eat it," and I was like, "Okay, sure. Roar. Oh, this is pretty good, Mom."
Yeah, guys, I think
But then again, looking back, my mom hogged down a whole plate of balls. So
there's a whole bunch of testicle festivals returning this year after a COVID and
Give me some of that
absence.
balls.
People are hungry for their testicles this year after
Right.
COVID, right?
that's
So-
just nuts.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them that are coming back this year.
You know, our boy Cartman's going to be there.
Oh my God.
I'm looking at this this particular ad for this particular testicle festival.
Get a sack lunch.
The sack lunch. I love it. They call it the sack lunch.
That's amazing.
Oh, dude, and that one's in Missouri too. It's in Olean, Missouri.
I love the animation of it.
The artwork,
Sack
yeah.
lunch.
Olean, isn't that the shit that they put in potato chips?
Yeah, that's the stuff that would like you'd eat 3, 4, 5 chips, and it'd just turn your whole curvy insides to a straight cylinder smooth pipe.
I think they also called it Olestra. Yeah, they called it Olestra. Yeah.
Because I remember on the bag it said "warning may cause explosive diarrhea" or something like that.
I remember when it first
intestinal distress or some shit.
Yeah, I remember when it first came out, and like news TV news shows were doing stories
Picked
about
it
it,
up.
and like, but this was before they knew how bad it was,
Right.
And because when it first came out, they were billing it as like, oh, you can eat as much
I
of
remember,
this, and you're
yeah.
not going to get fat. It's not as many calories.
And then
It'll be
Willie
great.
Nelson started running his bus on it.
Right. Right. God bless that
It's
man.
natural, goddammit.
God bless that.
Him and
guy.
Waylon.
How old is Willie
Jimmy,
Nelson
yeah.
now? I got to look him up.
God, Willie's got to be in his 90s.
You think he's well into his 80s for
He's
sure?
the only dude out of that whole group still kicking.
He was born in 33.
Damn.
So fuck, he's
Wow.
90. 97? No, 96.
Wow, he's 96 now.
Imagine all the shit Willie Nelson saw.
He turned 96 on April 29th. Too bad it wasn't on April 20th.
Damn, good for him.
Good for Willie.
What a fucking awesome guy he is.
Right?
Wasn't like him and Waylon were the same age, right?
I think so.
So Waylon be the same.
Yeah.
Right up there.
I mean, honestly.
Willie quit drinking, and that's why he's
Well,
living
they
so
always
long.
said that little redheaded bastard would only smoke. That's all he would do.
Really?
That's what they, yeah. Because, like, well, in that documentary,
documentary.
that we watched with Tales from the Tour Bus, that Mike Judge documentary, they said that they were going on stage, and when Waylon would reach in his pocket and pull out a handful of pills and just throw them in his mouth, and they'd be like, "Whoa, Hoss, what did you just do there?"
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
How many did you take? I don't know, 60, 30? I don't, let's go play. And then they said, like, the drummer would be playing, and, like, you know, he'd look down and his sticks would be like in a Z. And he's trying to hit the he's trying to hit the drum heads, and he can't hit anything.
It's just not working.
Then it's just, they're like, man, that was the worst show we ever put out.
That's
Waylon thought he was having a heart attack.
His brother said it too. He's like, yeah, that was some bad shit.
That was terrible.
Hey, where can you watch that, Tales from the Tour Bus?
It's on
YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
Oh, okay, cool.
I found a thing on YouTube. You can go to just search for it.
Yeah,
Tales
okay.
from the Tour Bus.
I figured I'd have to
But man, the whole
stream
first,
it on some service.
The whole first season is all country music.
Oh,
Right
that's
on.
great, dude.
And they are
Alright.
insane.
Cool, I'll subscribe to it then.
Yeah.
There's
Very
some.
nice.
It's great content.
And it's all
amazing
animated
content, yeah.
too, from Mike Judge, the guy who did Beavis
Of
and
course,
Butthead.
yeah, of course.
And it's just fantastic.
Any-
I can't say enough about it.
Anything musical, I'm
Yeah.
good. I like it.
It's 2 seasons. Second season is all about funk. James
Cool.
Brown's on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's a real
legend.
good one where Bootsy Collins and the whole
Oh,
band.
Bootsy, I watched that one too.
The whole band, they like poured some stuff, like some acid or whatever, in this orange cup, and they were sharing it, like 3-4 dudes. And
Yeah.
James Brown showed up, and he's like, "Hit me!" Wow. And they're like, I don't think you want this, James, because at the time he wasn't
Yeah.
doing anything.
Yeah, he was,
They're
like, pretty-
oh, hit
yeah,
me.
pretty
So
straight,
they gave it
yeah.
to him, and he said he just stared him dead in the eye and sucked the whole thing down, and they were like, all right, man.
And he was tripping balls. And he had
Yeah.
this dance move, right?
Said he was
on
giving him a new
stage.
dance move. It was called the Moon.
Yeah.
He stood like this for 3 hours.
Arms straight up in the air, man.
Wow. Wow.
Like, he never told us how to do it, but that's how we did it.
Tales from the Tour
All
Bus.
Bootsy.
Yeah.
Hey, was Bootsy? He was in George Clinton's band, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, then I'm
yeah.
pretty sure I've seen Bootsy Collins because I've seen George Clinton.
He's the bass player with the star
Yeah, oh, I know. Yeah, I
glasses.
know what
Yeah.
Bootsy looks like, but I couldn't remember. Like, yeah, dude, I saw George Clinton at the Blue Note, and that was like the loudest fucking concert I've ever been to.
Oh, I bet.
It was loud.
I've
as
heard
fuck.
so many people hear
To the
so
point
many
where it
good
hurt my
shows,
ears. It
right?
hurt my ears.
Jesus.
The
I've heard so
bass.
many people have so many good shows at the Blue Note, and they all say that like the place was going to fall apart.
Dude.
You know?
There's so many good bands that have come through that building,
Right?
and it sucks they're not getting as many
Well,
good ones these days.
Give them time. They might pick up, you know.
Well, now that music's back,
Right?
Right.
Hell yeah.
The world's waking up again. Give them a bit.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, fellas.
All right, man. So if you would like to be like the Jeff City Paranormal Society, big ups to them.
Shout out.
What up?
Matt Will.
They are our Patreon subscribers. You can jump on there too. Patreon.com/the old77podcast.
It's right here on our graphic, folks.
See that?
If you were watching online,
Look
you
at
would
those
see,
beautiful babies.
You would see what we're up to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Last Flight Brewing Company, right there on Heisinger Road in Jefferson City. You guys are awesome.
Yes.
Congratulations again on #1.
I was
and
going to say absolutely, man.
beer festival we had.
The raccoon, man.
Also, Hickman's Automotive.
Hickman's Automotive.
Bryce, hope you're well, dude. And go check out Bryce and the guys. Great prices. If you need automotive help, go see those guys.
Go see those guys.
Yeah, absolutely,
do it
man.
now. Do it now.
60 Spirit.
Yep, 60
Go
Spirit.
see those
Oh.
guys, Chris, and all the nice folks out there.
Don't forget our boy Jamie over at In the Groove.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're hungry, get something at West Main Pizza.
That's right. Oh man,
they
now
got-
I'm hungry. Now that you
I
said that.
You guys talking about wings earlier. All I could think of was West Main's wings.
Oh, they're amazing.
I swear to God, it's like the secret of the best wings ever in town. Go to West Main.
They're up there.
They're damn
They're up
good.
there.
They do a good job.
They're wangs.
Dude, I had wings at Big Whiskey's.
Yeah.
And those wings are really good too.
Ooh, I haven't tried those yet.
They're good.
I haven't either.
I want wings now.
Yeah, me too.
Damn,
Let's get some wings.
All right.
Call Pizza Hut right now, man. Call them up.
Should have brought the air fryer.
Call them up, man.
All right, guys.
All right, we're gonna get on the phone, call up some wings.
We'll see you next week.
See ya.
Peace out. Peace out.
Happy 4th.
Be safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bitches.
Don't burn your hand off. Blow your hand off right now.